we're all stunned by what's happened and what the police have now said, that this was a targeted attack. And let's start there, because I think all of our reactions are important here. What was your reaction when you heard about this?
Thank you, Evan. Like everyone who heard this horrific news, it's shock, dismay. Sadly, thinking back to what happened on January 29th in Quebec City with the killing of 6 men in a place of worship, imagining this particular family in London, Ontario, out for a Sunday night stroll, enjoying the evening, and to be targeted in this way, a grandmother, a mother, a father, and a young daughter killed so senselessly, while the young boy said to survive now, having lost his family. My hands have been shaking for most of the day since I've heard this news, and it really just continues to boggle the mind as to how hatred in our society can lead to such utter devastation.
And yet, I think we'd be naive if we saw this as a singular event, Amira, and I want to talk about that. How does the community regard this in the context? And both you and I have mentioned what happened in Quebec City. That's not the only event, by the way, but it's maybe the one that springs to mind right away. Put this into some kind of context. Does the Muslim Canadian community feel that there is a rise of Islamophobia? And this is not, most people hope, and if you can say that, this is some isolated event. Is it in your mind?
Well, the sad reality, Evan, as you're pointing out, is no, it's not an isolated event. What is obviously, causing all of us to take a pause is the fact that 4 people are now dead. But in terms of violence against Canadian Muslims, incidents of vandalism, of harassment, unfortunately, there has been an ongoing, pattern of that type of activity in our country, just as we know that racism and discrimination against other groups as well has been on the rise right now, even in the middle of the pandemic. In fact, when we see the pandemic, it's almost sort of brought together a toxic brew, if you will, of conspiracy theorists who are looking at COVID and doing all of these rallies and trying to create a lot of distrust within populations, and the far right who are also latching on to those movements and, pushing forward narratives of division that target various communities, whether it's Canadian Muslims, Asian Canadians, Jewish Canadians, and other communities, that we are just seeing this type of division manifesting itself online in particular and spilling over in these tragic outcomes in real life. Right. And so, the call has been from regulation on online hate as well.
Amira, I just want to focus in on that just quickly. We all talk about online hate, but you're saying that the pandemic in some way has been a hothouse of that, and it's propagated it, heated it up. And I know we don't have the police to make the connections between the online hate that you're seeing and this particular event, but you're saying it doesn't surprise you given what you're seeing online.
That's right. And we don't know, as you say, what motivated the perpetrator in this attack yet. We don't know. We're going to have to hear from police services to understand why they've deemed this to be hate motivated. Was this the accused, was he privy and was he in these types of groups that are permeating online, sharing misinformation, sharing hate? But certainly we're going to come out of this pandemic in a worse situation than going into it when it comes to hate in this country, because indeed we've had this horrible toxic brew, this nexus, as if you will, of people who are anti-establishment, anti-authority, latching on to racist narratives about who's responsible, who's to blame for what we've been going through for this past year and a bit. And really what it means is that there's a lot of division out there. And sadly and tragically, that division can have these horrendous outcomes.
Yeah, you think these are abstract discussions. And then there's a family of 4 who are gone. There's a young boy in a hospital without his family. That's the reality.